Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. This is the Hawke I'm going to go with. I tried to recreate my own, but different character creators, so it's not going to work.
Inquisitor, meet Hawke, the Champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawke, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him, after all.
You want my advice? Did you hear what happened to Kirkwall? My advice nearly tore that city apart.
Would you rather it have been someone else's decision? Crushing the mages at Kirkwall, making the other circles rebel. Is that better on someone else's head?
No.
That's why I want your advice.
Fair enough. I'll tell you whatever you think will help.
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible, but we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Loghain. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
We've encountered red lyrium. Corypheus was using it to corrupt the Templars and turn them into his slaves.
Hopefully, my friend in the Wardens will know more.
If Corypheus has corrupted the Wardens, it may be too late to save them.
I understand. I'll do whatever's necessary to stop him. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
My sister's a Grey Warden. I had my friend Aveline take her as far from Orlais as possible. When all the Wardens started acting strangely, I had to keep my family safe. Fenris would have killed himself to protect me. I didn't want to give him that chance.
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition? What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, has a good shot at fixing Blondie's mess.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus?
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back, or maybe it's all Tevinter magic. But he was dead, I swear it.
Why did you step down as Viscountess?
I told you that the Templars in Kirkwall were using red lyrium. It made them paranoid. And eventually they turned on me. I left Kirkwall to try to find out more. Never imagined it would lead me to Corypheus.
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just an Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him. Except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Alright. There will be blood for this, I can assure you. Cassandra?
You knew where Hawke was all along!
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit!
You kidnapped me! You interrogated me! What did you expect?
I expected you to tell the truth! I told you what was at stake!
So I just hand her over on your say-so? It's okay, Hawke. This zealot isn't crazy. I promise.
Ah!
Look at her. She's finally lost it.
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but he had vanished. Then, we looked for Hawke, but she was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no. It was just you. You who kept her from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawke would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy...
You can't change the past, Cassandra.
So I must accept... what? That the Maker wanted all this to happen? That he... Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawke most, Varric kept her secret.
She's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
Attacking him now won't help us, Cassandra.
Ha! Exactly.
And you better not be keeping anything else from us.
Ah, I understand.
I'm such a fool.
Okay, I'll be redoing that actually. Okay. It's really annoying to have to do this all over again, but thankfully I don't have to customize Hawke again. But alright, I'll intervene.
You knew where Hawke was all along!
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit!
You kidnapped me! You interrogated me! What did you expect?
Hey! Enough!
You're taking his side?
I said enough!
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but he had vanished. Then, we looked for Hawke, but she was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no. It was just you. You who kept her from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawke would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy...
You can't change the past, Cassandra.
So I must accept... what? That the Maker wanted all this to happen? That he... Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawke most, Varric kept her secret.
She's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
That's unworthy of you.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
You know what I think? If Hawke had been at the temple, she'd be dead too. You people have done enough to her.
I believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawke. I'm such a fool.
What if you hadn't believed him, and you tracked Hawke down?
Honestly, Hawke might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor. She supported the Templars in Kirkwall, but she had so many enemies. I could have been one of them. But this isn't about Hawke, or even Varric. Not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
You're too hard on yourself, Cassandra.
Not hard enough, I think.
You can't believe that.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawke or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
That ended as well as you might have expected.
Inquisitor.
That's enough for now.
Enough.
Yeah. I thought she was going to strangle him slowly for what he did. But then again, it's Varric. If you don't expect him to lie, you're stupid. That speaks slowly about Cassandra. And there are some things I've learned that make my head hurt, considering everything about her role in the whole plot, where she might end up in. I'm not gonna mention it, but I hope it doesn't come to pass.
Visitor?
Cassandra's calmed down. I think you could take your hand off your crossbow.
Define calm down for me in terms of who or what she's punching right now. I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
I bet Cassandra regrets how things went back there. You should talk to her.
I appreciate that you're trying to keep the peace, but things between me and the Seeker are as good as they'll get. I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry. Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
You said he was a Darkspawn, or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
If you and Hawke defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
And what about Larius? Oh, of course, none of you fucking noticed the bloody obvious. And no one, I might add, I actually resolved the entire Warden plotline. I had to do that for my Logain video. No one fucking mentions Larius at all. It's like, oh man, Larius or Jenica, I might add, one of those Wardens who you picked, who Corypheus fucking possessed. Come on, really?
How did you and Hawke even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawke. He actually got control of an entire Carter clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood. Weird shit. We tracked the Carter to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawke's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
Nothing is unkillable.
I'm not so sure about that. Do the things in the Fade really die? Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
You had nothing to do with this, Varric.
I was the one who led Hawke to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carta to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
Battling the demons of paperwork? That's a fight nobody walks away from clean.
You have no idea the number of times I've almost been killed by bills of lading. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this, disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
I don't need a disciple. I need a friend.
If you knew how intimidating you are, you wouldn't make it sound so simple. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
What am I to you, then?
None of this shit makes any sense to me. Is this the end of the world? Did Andraste send you through the breach? I have no idea. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Whatever I am to Thetis, I'm still just an ordinary person.
So, just a regular person, like anybody else. Right. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
Sure. Okay.
I've got a minute if you need something.
What can you tell me about this Corypheus?
I'm not exactly an expert, but ask away and I'll answer what I can.
You and Hawke both said before he was supposed to be dead.
He was dead. We killed him. The only way for us to escape the prison Corypheus was trapped in was to go through him. We weren't going to just leave the door to his prison open behind us and hope he was dead. We made sure.
How did you first encounter him?
A few years back, I was dealing with some trouble from a Carta clan that went rogue. They were sending assassins after the Hawke family. We tracked them to a rune in the Vimarks. It turned out to be a trap. Once you went far enough into the rune, there was a magic barrier that kept you from going back. The whole thing was a prison the Grey Wardens were using to hold what they thought was a powerful Darkspawn.
I've never heard of wardens locking up Darkspawn. Why wouldn't they just kill him and be done with it?
I don't think they could. From what we saw in there, Corypheus can control wardens somehow. They couldn't attack him. The wardens locked him up because there was nothing else they could do.
He looks like some sort of blighted creature, but he speaks. What is he exactly?
The wardens who imprisoned him thought he was just a Darkspawn. But you heard him ranting. He claims he's a Magister. One who assaulted the Golden City, what, more than 1,000 years ago? It seems crazy, but if he's telling the truth, he's one of the people who caused the blights.
All right, I think that's enough about Corypheus.
No problem. What can I do for you, Inquisitor?
What are your thoughts on the Inquisition?
We've got a pretty well-balanced organization. I'm a fan of diversification and all, but do we have the strength to handle major issues when they come up?
What do you think of our general?
He's been insufferably smug lately. You might want to tell him to watch his back. I think Liliana might shiv him.
What do you think of Liliana's work?
She scares me. Mostly in a good way. At least I'm reasonably sure she's on our side.
How do you think Josephine is handling the job of ambassador?
You might want to find some tasks for her before she rearranges the war room again.
Good to know.
Back to work, then. I've got a minute if you need something.
I want to know more about Red Lyrium.
I'll tell you what I can.
What could the Templars want with it?
In Kirkwall, just having the Lyrium idol made Knight Commander Meredith impossibly strong. Before it turned her into a Lyrium statue, anyway. Maybe they thought the power was worth it, or maybe they didn't know the consequences.
I think that's enough on Red Lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
Oh, one thing. I think there might be some writings that I missed.
Inquisitor.
Regardless. So yeah, they really came to blows. Well, that explains a number of things. BioWare understands that they can't go back to games and change them, but they can't ignore the events there. As much as there's stupid stuff in the Dragon Age universe, and I already picked that up, as much as there are stupid things in the Dragon Age universe, BioWare understands that they need to maintain consistency in the universe. And for good or bad, they will be doing that. I don't know, is consistency worth logic or illogical shit? In the case of Dragon Age, in case of BioWare universes in general? That's a good question. One for which I do not have a perfectly clear answer for, to be honest.
Inquisitor?
Sure, I am in favor of having logical universes, all for it. But if there's no consistency and if developers feel the need to change things, then that's really entering the retcon territory, and that's not something anyone wants. Anyway, reports. Memorial for Haven. Seriously? You're gonna... what? No. What? Seriously? Okay, there's hinterland resources.
Inquisitor?
Yes.
To work?
Uh-huh.
The order was sent?
This morning. Inquisitor.
Shit! Damn it! I fucked up right there. Wrong one. I'll send Colin to do his parade job. I really did screw that up. Milestone. Okay.
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor. Inquisitor.
Okay. So, what next?
It's
Stop
a bit
inventory.
cold here, don't you think? We are in the mountains.
I'm more concerned about everything scattering whenever there's a draft.
Alright. Mm-hmm. I could do it. I really can. It's no problem. Though. Crestwood. Well. I guess I should finish Ferelden first before continuing on onto anything else. Okay, there's still a high dragon somewhere around there. Nah, let's get everything unlocked. Okay, with the exception of Celine, which I don't give a shit about. Why should I give a fuck about Celine in any way? I mean, seriously. Anyway, there is a rift, so let's do that. Who should I go with? Well, I'm gonna go with Orion. I need to level him up anyway. Yes, back in the hinterlands. What is this? Oh, quest. Lovely.
Inquisitor, I've something for you.
What is it?
What do we have? Hinterlands Geological Survey. Well, I have plenty of both, actually. This will not be an easy thing. I'm really curious to see if any of these merchants sell one of these.
Something here. I remember the first time the dead walked the lands when a blood mage poisoned our leman.
The Inquisitor. soldiers and Templars. Do you think?
Are you mad?
Right.
Why must
That's
we keep
why.
talking about it?
Grandmother, you heard about him.
This isn't going to go away if we don't talk about it, Mother. If I'm a mage, I have to learn how to defend myself against this.
You want to do more to help?
Your worship.
Let's join the
It's an
Inquisition.
honor.
Do you mean it?
Anything you need.
I'm a fair cook and you're a fine leather worker.
Your
I'm
worship.
sure they can find some
It's
use
an
for
honor.
us. You should go. And the Inquisition soldiers are the only ones trying to restore order right now. If we want to
Good day.
Well, alright. Yeah, there's still this one quest. Screw it though. What is this? Well, I'll deal with that, but not now. Or actually, you know what? Fuck the rift. I'll do that half screen, but I'll help Cassandra right now.
Good for you. This might interest you, sir.
What is it?
Really, Drakestone. Oh, that's not really difficult to acquire.
I can't figure you out, Sarah.
That's a surprise, isn't it?
You just picked up a bow one day and poof, marksman. A veritable savant.
A what?
A savant. A natural. You needed no training.
Your business if I do or didn't. Like I don't ask if you naturally shoot fireballs out your ass or just opinions.
I'll keep that in mind.
What is
One of the
this?
Templar targets.
Templars. I thought I had them under my control. Apparently I was wrong.
It's over. Thank you for bringing us here.
Well, alright. That's about it. Costin signing out. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thank you all for watching and stay tuned for more.